Welcome to the Prop Market. I'm your host, the Prop King, and today I have my 2025 college football Week 5 player props and best bet part 1. I absolutely love this show. This is going to be the best show yet so far this year because I have some huge edges, some really good line movement in my favor, and also I just have so much more information available to me to make these picks. I absolutely love the discounts we're getting. This will be a great show. As I go through my stats in a little bit, you're going to see each week we have gotten better and better on our player props, and I'm hoping that that continues this week. There's some things you can expect from the prop market if you are new to my channel. Here are some things that you'll always get. Number one, I will give you some information that you did not know prior to watching the show. So if you like new information, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that comment section. Also, I'm going to give you some winners. You're going to get winners. You can pick what you like, leave what you don't. But I'm guaranteeing you some winners, and more winners than losers has been my trend of late. And then thirdly, I always want you guys to know I literally put my money where my mouth is. So the research I've put in is not just for you, it's also me because before I put a pick on this show, I have already bet it myself. So I am cheering for it right along with you. With that being said, 7 player props, 3 best bets. Let's get to how we did last week. 100% transparency here. 7-4 on our props, and then 0-3 on our spread and totals. That hurts so bad. We had a couple bad beats. Looking for a bounce back spot here on our spread and totals. I had some really good lines. I really liked them. They just didn't cash for us. 7-4 on our player props. As you see, the winners: Arch Manning, Cade Klubnik, Lenore Sellers, Taylon Green, Sam Levitt, Malik Washington, and Kevin Jennings all went over their number. And the losers: Devin Dampier, DJ Lagway, Jackson Arnold, who was over his number but continued to get sacked, and then Bryce Underwood. Now for my year stats, not many people are doing this. You see, best bets, we're at 33%. We need a huge bounce back week. And then for our college football year to date, prop picks, we have 55%. So we're heading to the right direction. Let's continue to get better. Here we are in week 5. Let's get it going. And I absolutely love my first pick, Marcel Reed. Some 2025 passing average is at 289, projecting him at 259, averaging 33 pass attempts a game this season, so he's very active in the passing game, and I don't see that changing at all versus this Auburn team who's ranked number 1 versus the run in the SEC. So one thing about Auburn, they're going to stop the run. They're only allowing 58 rushing yards a game. But here's the flip side of it. They're ranked third worst versus the pass. Absolutely great matchup. Great matchup for him in this spot. They Here's another thing. Coming off a bye week, so Marcel Reeves had some time. Texas A&M has had some time to kind of scheme up some stuff to go against this defense they've watched. The implied point total is 30 points, so they expect Texas A&M to get 30 points, and he's looked great this season. He's hit this number 2 out of 3 games this season. I absolutely love this pick. Give me the over 247 passing yards. We're getting almost a 40 yard. We are getting a 40-yard discount from his average. We can't do no better than this. Now we got Sam Levitt of Arizona State. Average passing yards 187, but here's the thing, projected passing yards we're at 219. So here's the thing. TCU has the worst ranked defense versus the pass in the Big 12. Very important stat right there. Very important fact. Um, Finally went over in a meaningful game versus Baylor. Um, Facing TCU, who has the worst pass defense in the Big 12, as I mentioned, he threw the ball 32 times, which was an increase. I see that also continuing. And TCU is better versus the run versus than the pass. TCU themselves have an explosive offense, so that's going to cause Levitt to have to continue to throw to stay in the game. The total set at 54, so decently high total. But I believe TCU. and Hoover are just going to throw the ball all over the field in Arizona State. You saw what Mississippi State did to them early in the year. I think that's going to be a repeat. But you also saw what happened last week for this TCU team with Kevin Jennings just lighting them up. So Sam Levitt, same level, better receivers in my opinion. Give me the over 214 passing yards for Sam Levitt. Kaiwan Lacey, average rushing yards 89, projected rushing yards 79. Lacey is averaging 21 touches a game. Very important here. Over 67.5 rushing yards. Absolutely love this number for so many reasons. Number one, LSU defense, yes, they have looked good, but they haven't played a rushing attack like this. Also, uh, you know that LSU has trouble against explosive offenses. The quarterback is going to help on this as well because he's a guy that's going to be a dual threat. So they're going to have to pay attention to him possibly pulling the ball and running himself. I love him in this spot here. Uh, LSU's only given up 64 rushing yards this season, but they have not faced a team like this team. And I love Lacey so much with his ability to kind of break one. So give me this over 67.5 rushing yards for Kaiwan Lacey. Damon Claiborne of Wake Forest, average 82, projected 71. Georgia Tech has given up 155 rushing yards a game. So Georgia Tech, although they're pretty good against the pass, they have not been good versus the run. They're the third worst ranked run defense in the ACC. This number is too low. He's looked good since he come back from that little injury he had in the first week. Dealing with Ashford, who also can run, so you're gonna have to, account for him, which is gonna give Claiborne some more open opportunities. I think he's gonna play well in this game. The only thing I'm kind of concerned with is his touches because they've been kind of low. Look for them to be more of a workload this week for him. Give him over 60.5 rushing yards for Damon Claiborne. We got Jaden Daniels here. 2025 average passing yards 204, projected 223. Since he has a third best rushing defense in the Big 12, so very good versus the run, which means they're going to force them to pass. He's due for a bounce back spot. Total set at 55, so they're expecting a lot of points. He's playing at home, and that's a huge atmosphere there. I expect a huge game from him, and I absolutely love, some of his receivers around him. He's a 6-year guy, a bunch of talent, a bunch of experience, playing at home. Give me Jalen Daniels over this low number of 215 passing yards for Jalen Daniels. Next guy is Blake Shapen of Mississippi State. 2025 average passing yards is 220. Projected passing yards, I got him at 262. So his number's so low because in 2 games he didn't really have to throw the football that much. But Tennessee has a second worst pass defense in the SEC. They're absolutely giving up crazy amount of yards. And I absolutely love Blake Shapen in this spot for multiple reasons. He has some really, really good receivers. Brennan Thompson and Anthony Evans are some really good receivers that he can look to. This game should be fast paced, both sides kind of want to go fast. Tennessee likes to go fast. Mississippi State likes to go fast. Should be a lot of plays in this game. The running game will probably struggle for Mississippi State. And like I said, really good receivers, really good, system. System's a air raid system. The coach Levy used to be at Oklahoma. So, you're going to see a situation like that. I like him here. I like him going over. His number is deceiving. His average is deceiving. Do not be deceived by that. He had 2 games where he didn't have to throw the football. This one he will. Give me his over 256 passing yards for Blake Shapen. Now for our best bets, we talked about a bounce back. Notre Dame versus Arkansas. I see no defense in this game. I actually love Taylor Green's number, but it just got so high. I didn't want to give it out. But over 64 points, it looks like a good number for me. Arkansas defense can't stop a nosebleed. Notre Dame has shown that they struggle on the defensively in the passing game, and that's what Taylor Green does really well. So give me the over 64 points in this Notre Dame versus Arkansas game. Then we got Tennessee versus Mississippi State. I already mentioned Blake Shapen. I believe in Mississippi State here. Mississippi State already covered one time for us this year versus Arizona State. And here they are, once again, over a touchdown dog. Come on now, Mississippi State is playing too well. They have some weapons around them. I think they stay in this game, possibly win this game. Give me 8.5 over 8.5. Mississippi State, they're going to keep it within 8.5, easy cash. And then we got Alabama versus Georgia. Give me Alabama +3. I believe Alabama wins this game. I am not impressed with Stockton from Georgia, the quarterback. Not too impressed with their offense at all. Passing game does not look good. Defensively, yeah, they're still Georgia, but Alabama, man, they've got some weapons. Ty Simpson's starting to figure it out. Hey, the coaching edge, I will give it to Georgia here, but I mean, Alabama's a way more talented team. They should not, I think they're giving a lot of points to Georgia based on the coaching, but I believe DeBoer is going to figure it out. He did play, he has had good team, the Washington, other places he's been. Give me Alabama +3. They're the better team, and we're getting some points. Give me that easy Alabama +3. Quick recap here. We got Marcel Reed over 247 passing yards. Sam Levitt over 214 passing yards. Give me Kaiwan Lacey 67.5 rushing yards over. Claiborne over 60.5 rushing yards. Jalen Daniels over 215.5 passing yards. And then, of course, Blake Shapen over 256 passing yards. As I told you, mix and match these. Put them in a 5-man slip. Hey, if you want to put them in a 6-man, that's on you. I don't play 6-mans. I usually play 2-mans or 5-mans. Every once in a while, I'll dive into a 6-man. Usually, I'm with the 2-man or 5-man. If you appreciate the content, give me a like. Also, give me a comment. I will have part 2 coming out very soon. And like I always say, subscribe to my channel. Show some love. I do appreciate all the love everyone's been showing. And like I always say, keep what you like, leave what you don't, and let's cash.